Hi guys, so my name is Sunil. So I'll be your trainer for this session. So you're all welcome to this demonstration session about Informatica MDM. So today we'll be talking a lot about different topics. So what this MDM means and what basically we are trying to achieve here. So we'll start with these points that you see on your screen. So first thing here is map to road. So what this means is, and one by one we'll go through all of this. Okay, so let me start with the first map to road. So what this means is, let's say if you have completed this training course successfully, then you can easily work as 3 years experience Informatica MDM Hub developer. That's loud and clear. 3 years experience. Okay, so that's the training course. And the second thing is the version. So there are multiple versions in Informatica MDM, and version 10 is the latest version. So I'll be training on this latest version. Okay, so I'll be training on version 10, not on older versions. And the prerequisite, so I'm putting it clear. The prerequisite for this training course is only SQL. That is, you should know about databases, Oracle or DB2 or Microsoft SQL Server. Any database is fine. But if you have knowledge on Java, that is well and good, but it is not mandatory. Okay, so Java is not mandatory. That's clear. Now coming to the fourth point, that is MDM overview. So actually this is a slide. I'll go through this slide. This will take some time, 10-15 minutes time. Here it's an important slide because here we'll try to understand what is MDM and what is the importance of MDM and why do we want to learn MDM, what that means for us. Okay, so basically these 4 questions that you can see on your screen, that is why MDM, and then why Informatica, how MDM is going to help me or help everyone. Okay, and what is MDM? These are the basic 4 questions that I'll try to answer. Okay, so let me move ahead to the first question. So this is it, guys. So why MDM? So you guys are here to learn this Informatica MDM tool. So first of all, let us try to understand what is the importance of MDM as compared to other applications. So first of all, if you see in the software industry, you see that there are data warehouses, there are ERP systems, there are CRM systems, there are mainframe systems, there are many kinds of OLTP, OLAP, and many systems are there. So why this master data management? Why this MDM? What difference does it make? Is it difference or is it just another marketing or product strategy? So we'll try to understand these points here. Okay. So the first thing is multiple products. So what I mean by multiple products is, let's consider a company called as XYZ, and let's assume that they are selling popcorns. Let's assume that they are selling only one product, that is popcorns. So let's say down the line in future, if they still constrain themselves only to popcorn business, then they are going to lose business. That is, they will be out of business in a short moment of time. But if they expand their business into multiple areas, multiple food items and other areas like pizzas, burgers, then they will be in business, because that is how it works. You have to be in multiple areas. You have to invest your money in multiple areas. So basically what it means for us is, so this trend will keep on increasing in future. You just check the history of any organization, they do the same. So what it means is, previously the data was stored in less number of databases. Now down the line, the data will be scattered even more into the multiple databases. So this is where exactly you need an MDM to integrate all different information and to create a 360-degree single view of a customer. So the more databases you have, the more need of MDM. That's clear. Now coming to the second point, that is government norms. These are nothing but government regulations by the government that need to, the government, whenever they are demanded by the government, the organizations need to provide audit information, information about the customer, basically a 360-degree view of the customer. That is basically for auditing purposes, and you need to do that. Okay, so that is something like it is mandatory nowadays. So people who have implemented data warehouses and other things, they have to implement an MDM solution only just to meet the government regulations and norms. That's the second point. So, and the third point here is CRM application. I don't know if you guys have idea on the CRM application. Basically, a CRM application is a customer relationship management application. What it does is it creates business strategies and opportunities to retain and to fetch new customers. So basically, that's what it does, and it can only do it. See, it retains and fetches new customer, because see, that is the most important thing in business. How do you retain and fetch new customers? So all this strategy basically depends upon the master data, because if you send duplicate data to CRM application, basically it will create wrong strategies that will hamper your business. So we do not want to do that. So wherever CRM applications has been implemented, an MDM application has to be implemented down the line. That's clear. Now coming to the fourth point, that is the data warehouse and reporting applications. See, it definitely helps the data warehouse application. The reason being, it will eliminate the duplicates, and the revenues and all that can be calculated correctly. Let's assume a company called as Airtel, and let's assume a company called as Airtel India Private Limited. So let's say, see, we know that these two are same companies, but let's say you do not have MDM and this data enters your data warehouse. So what will happen is your data warehouse will not be able to recognize that these two are same customers. So what it will do is it will calculate the revenue separately. Now what will happen is we are doing the wrong thing. So we'll calculate the revenue incorrectly in these cases, and agent commission and all that, all those things will be doing it incorrectly. So we do not want to do that. And as well as reporting applications, same goes for reporting applications. So basically what I'm trying to say here is wherever your data warehouses, CRM applications, reporting, OLAP applications have been implemented by organizations, down the line they have to implement an MDM solution. So there is no doubt about that. Okay. And coming to the fifth point, that is stopping communication for deceased individuals. So basically what this means is, like, let's say Mr. John, he was a customer of some company, and actually let's say he dies. Okay. So what happens is the organization does not have information that he is not alive anymore. So they keep on sending emails and advertisements to his mailbox and to his home and all that. But that is wrong, because he is not alive anymore. So that can easily be prevented using an MDM solution. Okay. So that was about why the need of MDM. It's on a very high level basis. I not jumped into Informatica MDM. This is on overall basis of MDM. Now next topic, we'll try to understand what is the need of Informatica MDM. See, there are many products there in the market. If you see MDM products, there are SAP MDM, there is IBM MDM, there is Siebel, there is Oracle MDM. There are many types of MDM tools. And if you compare all those tools with this Informatica MDM, you understand that Informatica MDM is a very new product. It's only 5 to 7 years old. So it was acquired from Cyperion. Now the first thing is this something different, or is it the same product? I mean, is it just another corner in the block, or is it something different? This is something that we'll explore in this slide. So the first point here is Informatica. It's the only vendor that sells all these three products. That is the product for data integration, that is Power Center, and data quality, that is the Power Center developer, and MDM, that is Informatica MDM. All these three products, Informatica is the only organization that sells under a single umbrella. Okay. So what it means for us, is we'll be able to, when we are using Informatica MDM, then we'll be able to exploit the features of data quality, and we'll be able to exploit the features of Power Center in Informatica MDM, and that will help us to create a very robust and a very unique solution. And that's it, that you can create a very high performance system using all of these three together. Okay. And coming to the second point, that is scaling. So there are many types of scaling you have. You can either have horizontal scaling, or you could have vertical scaling. So Informatica is prepared, and Informatica is works for both. So if you want to increase your server capacity by adding additional servers, you can do that without decreasing performance. You can say the performance will increase linearly when you add the servers. Okay, and if you want to implement something like a grid or cloud, you can easily do that. Let's say you keep one server on in San Jose, and you keep another server in India, and you keep another server in China, and together they could make one MDM solution. That's well and good. I mean that is fine. Okay. So coming to the fourth point, robust matching engine. See, matching engine is the most important piece of software for any MDM. So here the matching engine for Informatica MDM is highly enhanced. It supports multiple population and it easily recognizes duplicate values. Okay, that is not the case with other vendors. Okay. So what it means for us, so when you have a very robust matching engines, so you can create a very nice master data. That is, let's say 50 John Smiths are present in 50 different databases, then you can, if your matching engine is robust, then it will identify all those instances, duplicate instances, and it will merge them. But let's say if your matching engine is not good, then what will happen is 30 customers will be identified as one John Smith, and another 20 customers will be identified as another John Smith, and now two records will be created instead of one, which is wrong. Okay, so that is not going to happen with Informatica MDM. Now coming to the last point, that is Informatica Corporation's investment in Cyperion. So I don't know if you guys know or not, Cyperion MDM, basically Informatica MDM is nothing but Cyperion MDM. So Cyperion MDM, Informatica acquired this product from Cyperion in 2010, and since then they have been developing this product, they have been enhancing it. So if you just compare versions, there are many versions starting from 9.0.1 to 9.10, then to 9.5.1, then 9.6, 9.61, 9.7, then finally 10. If you compare all these versions, you will see that there is a very drastic difference. You will see there is a lot of difference between the different versions of software. So that is basically because Informatica is interested in expanding this MDM software in multiple areas and in multiple diverse areas. So basically what it means for us is this will create huge opportunities for people who have idea on Informatica MDM. So basically that was it about why Informatica MDM. I'll move to the next slide, that is how MDM is going to help me. So this is something that I've already discussed in the previous slides. So what this means is, because of multiple reasons like multiple products and data warehouses and CRM applications, the number of MDM implementations are going to rise. Okay, so just understand this, as of now there are very less MDM implementations worldwide. Only big corporations have implemented MDM. Now coming down the line, because of many reasons like government regulations and multiple products and all those, every organization has to implement MDM. Every organization, almost every organization. So what this means is this will create huge growth and job opportunities for people who have idea on MDM, and because Informatica MDM is already on the top of the list. That is, many rating agencies have rated Informatica MDM as the top MDM tool. So the demand for resources who know anything about this product is going to increase. It has already increased by now. Okay. So now we'll try to understand basically what is MDM, because we talked a lot on why MDM and all that. So let's try to understand what is MDM. See, MDM is very simple. The full form is Master Data Management. What it means is management of master data. So first of all, we have to understand what is master data, and to understand that we have to understand what is data. See, you guys know actually what is data, but let me repeat. See, everything that you see is information, that is data. You log into your laptop, that's audio, video information. You open a movie, that's video data. You open an Excel sheet, that is again data. So everything in this world is data. But we are interested about data that will help an organization to create business, to get more business, and to fetch new customers. So basically we are interested about customer data. We are interested about contacts, addresses, products, finance, all this kind of data. Okay, so basically I'm talking about data that is stored in relational databases like Oracle and all that in tabular format. So what is master data here? Let me move to the previous slide. So let me just okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah, So let's try to understand master data with this example. I think you can see this. Just concentrate on this. So see, let's say Mr. John Smith is the name of the person, and let's assume a company called as XYZ. It's a telecom company. Okay. So let's say they sell three types of products. One is a prepaid database, another one is a postpaid database, and another one is an internet database. I mean internet service. So let's say they are selling prepaid, postpaid, and internet services. Now Mr. John Smith has taken all these three services. So his information is stored in all of these three databases. You can see his name is John in prepaid database. His name is John Smith in postpaid database. His name is John K. Smith in internet database. Actually, his correct name is John K. Smith. Now you can see his information is scattered across all the databases. So his information is different in different databases. You can also check the addresses. The addresses are also different in different databases. Now you could have this 100 different databases. The same customer is present in 100 different databases. Now come to here. You just check this Informatica MDM hub. So this is nothing but the master data. So this is the master data that will contain only one record per customer. That is, only one John Smith will be present for in the master data. Let's say if John Smith is present in 200 different source systems, now the master data is something that's only a single record that merges all the 200 different source system records. Now you can check this here. See, there is John Smith and John K. Smith. Now you can see the name that is stored actually is John K. Smith. So this is something that you have to configure, and we call this as trust mechanism in MDM. So you say that the full name is more trustworthy if it is taken from an internet database rather than if it is taken from a prepaid and postpaid database. You can configure on a column to column level. You can see that the first name is more trustworthy if it is taken from a postpaid database. So this is the beauty of MDM. I mean, you can configure it to very diverse level to understand things. Okay, so basically I think you almost got an idea on MDM. MDM is nothing but, I mean, identifying duplicate instances of the same customer and merging them to create the unique version of record. Okay. Okay, sorry. We'll move to so we are done with this slide basically. So we understood what is the data and what is master data, and the software that does it is nothing but the master data management software. So basically that's it. So that's it for this slide. Now we'll try to understand, we'll just have a quick glance on the architecture. See, this is the high level architecture. I'll be covering this architecture in the first class, but I'm just giving in a high level overview. You can see all these are source systems. This is the interface, either real time, that is ESB, EAI, or MOM, that is message oriented middleware, or via an ETL. So you could load data from source systems to your MDM hub via all these interfaces. Once you do that, then you cleanse, enrich, match. Here you identify duplicate instances of the customers, and once you do that, you merge all these versions to create a single version. Okay, and then when finally it is done, you publish the same information to CRM applications, to data marts, to data warehousing applications, OLAP applications, or many types of applications. Okay, so basically, and this is again the 3-tier architecture. You can see this is the topmost level, that is the user interface tier, and this tier that you're seeing is the application server tier, where you can see there is an MRM, that is master reference manager, and there is a cleanse match server. Okay, this is typically implemented in an application server, whereas this one is something that is actually the database layer, where everything is implemented via databases. Okay, so I'll explain all of this in detail in once we start the class. And again, see, the whole process has been divided. I mean, from the beginning to the end. The first thing that you have is landing, where you land data from different source systems into the landing tables in your MDM hub, and then you stage the data. Okay, you do the cleansing and all that, and you stage the data. And once you stage the data, then there's a direct one-to-one load into these tables. That is the base objects. See, base object is the most important table where you store the master data. Then you do the tokenization and matching. That is nothing but that will create tokens to identify duplicate records, and in the matching it will identify those duplicate instances of the customer. So let's say Mr. John Smith, John Smith, and John K. Smith. So here this process will identify that all these three are same customers. Then in the next process, consolidation is nothing but merging. So all the records will be merged to create a unique version of the truth, and then finally records will be published to the downstream application. So that constitutes the whole process from the beginning to the end. Okay. Basically that was about the overview and architecture, glance on the architecture, and I'll just quickly provide you an overview of the tool. Okay, just one information about this tool. You do not need to install this tool. You just need to access this via in the browser. Okay, let's see. I mean, this is the place where this has been installed, and this is the port number, and this is the name. Okay, then you simply click here, then say open. It will take some time, and then you can also check this, that this is the version 10. I'll be training only on version 10. So yeah, so once that gets launched, I'll just quickly show you. And meanwhile, let me open the document for assignments as well. Yeah, just say run. Yeah, you can see it is getting launched. Login. Just select the database. Yeah, here you go. This is the tool. This is on a very high level. You can see all this information. All these things are actually admin related, and all this are development related. I'll cover all of this in the classes. Just I'll give a very high level overview of what this tool is. Just understand this, that if you guys have worked with DataStage or with Power Center or with Oracle database, you'll see that there are multiple tools for handling multiple features, multiple functionalities. There will be a tool for administrator, there will be a tool for developer, there will be a tool for architects, there will be a tool for data stewards. But here the case is different. Here you have a single tool. I mean, you have a single tool that does everything. So the data steward activities can be done here, the admin activities can be done here, the development activities can be done here, the analysis role and all the admin related stuff can be done here, and this is purely related to your administration. So this is something that is very good, because in the Power Center something that you have 4 tools. You create an application somewhere, then you validate it somewhere, then you run it somewhere, you monitor it somewhere, then you, if you want to migrate it, then you do it in some other tool. But here that is not the case. You develop all the things here, you migrate it here, you run the tool. Let's say if you created something and if you want to run, you run it here, okay? And I mean, you want to export it, you can use this tool to export it to let's say from development to testing. If you want to do, you could easily do that. Okay, that's the beauty about this tool. It's very easy to learn because you do not have to learn 100 different types of tools. You just need to learn this tool. Okay, that's completely clear, and I'll cover all of this in the second class, where we'll try to understand what all this basically what are all these things, what all this means. Basically, you will be working on this schema. You can see these are all the base objects, that is the lending tables. I mean, sorry, these are the lending tables, and these are the main tables where your master data will be stored. Okay, and these are all related to your data steward operations. Okay, data steward is a person who is an expert on data. Basically, he'll be directly from the client side, and he'll be the most important person who will be helping you to create a proper solution. Okay, so that's about the overview of this tool. Now coming to the assignments, I have designed multiple assignments. You can see for the at the end of every class. So you will get assignments, so that basically it's these assignments I have created from a project point of view. So once you, let's say if you complete all these assignments properly, then you can easily correlate these assignments, the situation with your production or with your work environment. So you can easily, I mean, you will be very much comfortable to work in an environment let's say if you have completed these assignments properly. So these assignments will really help you to understand this tool and to understand different functionalities. Okay. So you can see different assignments at the end of every class, and then we'll have various case studies. Okay, we'll have I've designed the various case studies that we'll have. So we'll go through these case studies, some of the case studies in each class, and we'll try to understand how an MDM is going to help an organization, because you have data warehouses and everything. So we will try to understand what difference an MDM will actually make and how it will help you to create more business. Okay. And coming to the materials, okay, I'll be providing you exhaustive lots of materials. You can see these are the PPTs, and actually all these PPTs that I'll be providing you, this contains very nice information about all the features that you have in a very graphical manner. Okay, you can say like this. See, it's very good, these materials. They are more than enough. You do not need to study other materials. See, there are multiple slides like this. There are the 6-7 PPTs like this. I mean, that contains over more than this contains more than 80 pages. So there are all these materials I'll be providing you, and apart from that, you will also have access to unlimited documentation. These are all the documentation from Informatica Corporation, and some I have collected it from different various sources. So these are very good documentations. You can see this is an exhaustive, around 650 plus page. This contains information about all the features. You can use this tool to understand, to study the advanced features as well, not just from a beginner point of view. Okay, I'll be providing you all of these materials as well, and yeah, and the course contents, I think you might have checked the course contents in the website itself. Just I'll quickly go through all of these course contents. The main feature of this training is I'll not be skipping any topic. See, there are some topics are there that are complicated, which other people normally skip them, but I'm not going to skip any topic. You can see I'm starting from the basics. See, this is the architecture, then the data modeling, and then that is the load process and the stage process. Okay, then this is the most important part where you do the match and merging. Okay, and user exits, no one will cover these user exits because of the because it is complicated to implement, but I'm covering this because this is not, I mean, this is needed from an interview point of view, even if you will not work on these features. So I'm covering them. And hierarchy management, I have reserved a separate class for hierarchy management where I'll tell you how to create hierarchies, and this is easy. I do not need to explain here. And yeah, SIF is something which is very important. It's very difficult to understand also, but I have created separate slides and functionalities that will help you to learn this services integration framework, because this is important from a development point of view. And you have something as the Informatica data director. So this is also important, and I'll be covering the admin level here as well, how to create an application, not just development. And about message queues, I'll tell you how to configure and how to create message queues, how to publish messages to the message queues. All this I'll be covering. Okay. So finally, I have reserved the last session. You can see I have reserved the last sessions for this will basically be a question answer session. Okay. So the last day will be reserved completely for all the questions. You can ask also questions at the end of every class, but this is specifically, this class will be for question and answer. And we'll do a recap on the last class. And I have collected interview questions from my students who have attended interviews. They keep on attending interviews, and those questions I have collected them, and I'll be discussing those questions. How do you need to answer those questions I will guide you, because this is something that will help you while you are attending an interview. So that was it. That was it for the demonstration today. So I conclude this demonstration session, and this architecture and all overview will be covering in the class, that is in the first day itself. So that's it, guys. So thank you very much for listening.